Si Alessandra Sandra de la Vega Roxas ang controlling owner ng De La Vega Aurelia Aviation Holdings at tunay na may-ari ng private jet na Aurelia One. Ang asawa niyang si Rafael ang CEO lamang ng Roxas Elite Journeys. Isang luxury travel company na may limitadong karapatang gamitin ang eroplano para sa approved corporate trips. Nang matuklasan ni Sandra na nagbebenta ang kumpanya ng lifetime flight memberships, nagdodoble ng flight schedules at ginagamit ang kanyang aircraft bilang collateral sa isang malaking loan. Nagkunwari siyang tour guide na si Maya Santos sa buong Manila Palawan Siargao Tour. Layunin niyang malaman kung hanggang saan handang lumabag si Rafael upang ipakitang pag-aari niya ang isang eroplanong hindi kailanman naging kaniya. Ang tour guide na hindi nila nakilala. Maaga pa lamang ay abala na ang lobby ng Azure Pearl Resort sa Palawan. Ang salaming pader ay sumasalamin sa asul na dagat. Habang ang mga bell attendant ay nagdadala ng designer luggage at ang private tour coordinators ay naghahanda ng welcome drinks para sa mga miyembro ng Aurelia Sky Privilege Club. Sa gilid ng reception area, nakatayo si Sandra sa ilalim ng pangalang Maya Santos. Nakasuot siya ng turquoise guide uniform, wide-brimmed hat, dark sunglasses at maikling brown wig. Ang dati niyang maingat at formal na pananalita ay pinalitan niya ng mas magaan na provincial accent. Kahit ilang senior executive ang nakakita na sa kaniya sa board meetings. Karamihan sa tour staff ay hindi pa siya nakikilala. Ang mga miyembro naman ng pamilya Roxas ay bihirang tumingin ng matagal sa mga taong nagdadala ng kanilang bag. Lumapit sa kaniya ang tour supervisor at iniabot ang revised itinerary. Presidential Villa goes to Mr. Rafael and Miss Bianca. Sabi nito, the original booking under Mrs. Roxas has been removed. Tinanong ni Sandra kung sino ang nag-utos. Miss Bianca said the legal wife will not join the trip. Was the room reservation formally transferred? Mr. Rafael approved it verbally. Tiningnan ni Sandra ang booking code. Ang villa ay bayad gamit ang corporate allocation mula sa De La Vega investment account. Hindi iyon mahalaga bilang personal na insulto. Ngunit malinaw nitong ipinapakita kung paano ginagamit ni Bianca ang verbal orders ni Rafael upang baguhin ang mga kontratang hindi niya kontrolado. Maya-maya, dumating sina Rafael at Bianca sa lobby kasunod si Doña Celestina Roxas. Si Bianca ay suot ang puting resort dress at malaking sunglasses, habang si Rafael ay may linen suit na tila naghahanda para sa magazine shoot. Hindi man lamang siya tumingin ng maayos kay Sandra nang utusan siyang kunin ang mga bag. Make sure her luggage goes directly to the presidential villa, sabi niya. No delays? Sumagot si Sandra. The villa was reserved under another guest. I changed it. The account holder may need to approve. Tumingin siya sa badge nito. Maya Santos? Correct. Yes. Sir. Then guide the tour. Do not question executive decisions. Si Celestina naman ay nakangiting ipinakilala si Bianca sa dalawang foreign investors bilang the future lady of the Roxas Travel Empire. Nang tanungin kung nasaan si Sandra, sinabi ng matanda, she is in Singapore, receiving treatment. She has never been strong enough for public life. Narinig iyon ni Sandra habang inaayos ang welcome folders. Wala siyang sakit at wala siya sa Singapore. Ngunit alam niyang ang kasinungalingang iyon ang gagamitin upang ipaliwanag kung bakit hindi siya kasama sa mga larawan, signing ceremony at aircraft presentation. Sa unang stop ng tour, dinala nila ang grupo sa private beach pavilion. Habang ang mga guest ay kumakain ng seafood at nanonood ng cultural performance, lumapit kay Sandra ang isang platinum member na nagngangalang Victor Lim. Miss Maya, can you confirm my return flight on Saturday? Tanong nito. Tiningnan niya ang membership card. Nakabook ang lalaki sa Aurelia 1 mula Palawan patungong Manila sa alas 2 ng hapon. Ngunit sa printed manifest na hawak niya, ang parehong oras ay nakareserve para sa isang founder member na papunta sa Hong Kong. "May I see your confirmation email?" tanong niya. Ipinakita ni Victor ang message mula sa Crown Horizon Sky Club. Nakasaad doon na guaranteed ang exclusive use ng aircraft. Makalipas ang ilang minuto, isa pang member ang nagtanong tungkol sa parehong Saturday slot. Ang babae naman ay may gold package at pinangako ang family trip patungong Cebu. 3 customer, 1 aircraft at iisang oras. Maingat na kinopya ni Sandra ang booking references at ipinadala kay Captain Mateo Reyes gamit ang secure channel. Mabilis ang sagot nito. Only one approved flight exists for Saturday. And it is a maintenance repositioning flight. No commercial passenger schedule has been authorized. Pinuntahan ni Sandra ang tour registration desk kung saan naroon si Marco Roxas. Nakakalat sa harap nito ang membership brochures na may larawan ng Aurelia 1 at linyang Your Jet, Your Schedule, Your Lifetime Privilege. Tinanong niya kung saan makikita ang official flight calendar. "Members coordinate through Crown Horizon?" Sagot niya. "The aviation company receives the final list later." "What if 2 members choose the same time? Higher tier gets priority. The lower tier member has a guaranteed booking. Then we place them on another aircraft." "Which aircraft?" "We charter one." "Is that written in the agreement?" Tumingin siya ng masama. "Why are you interrogating me? Several guests are asking about duplicate schedules." Sagot ni Sandra. "Tell them, the CEO will resolve everything." "Should we stop selling new memberships until the calendar is reconciled?" Tumawa si Marco. "Do you know how much these packages cost? We do not stop selling because a guide is confused by scheduling." Pagkatapos ay kinuha niya ang printed passenger list sa mesa at binura ang 2 pangalan. "These guests will be moved to another date. Have they agreed?" "They will agree when they understand who controls the aircraft." Sa hapon, sumakay ang grupo sa isang private yacht para sa sunset cruise. Si Bianca ang umupo sa gitnang lounge at ipinatawag ang photographer. Sa tabi niya ay may miniature model ng Aurelia 1 na ginagamit sa promotional shoot. "Tomorrow, we reveal the next chapter," sabi niya sa camera. "A private jet designed for the world Rafael and I are building together." Tinanong siya ng host kung siya na ba ang co-owner. After the ceremony, yes. Sumingit si Rafael. The legal documents are being finalized, but Bianca will lead the Aurelia Sky Club. Habang pinapakinggan iyon ni Sandra, lumapit sa kaniya ang isang crew member at iniabot ang tablet para sa passenger preference survey. Sa ilalim ng special requests ni Bianca ay nakasulat permanent private cabin branding, personal wardrobe storage, family and guest access without separate approval. May attached instruction din mula kay Rafael, treat Ms. Villanueva as aircraft principal for all hospitality decisions. Hindi kasama sa instruction ng flight safety at operational approval. Ngunit, alam ni Sandra na ang mga empleyado ay madaling malito kapag ang isang CEO ay gumagamit ng salitang principal. Sa kabilang bahagi ng yacht, narinig niyang nag-uusap sina Damian Flores at Attorney Ramon Cortez. Nakatago sila sa likod ng tinted divider at hindi napansin si Sandra na nag-aayos ng guest materials. The loan presentation must show Aurelia 1 under Roxas Elite Assets. Sabi ni Damian, the bank will not release 8 billion without hard collateral. Sumagot si Cortez. The aircraft registry still names De La Vega Aurelia Aviation Holdings. The transfer document will support beneficial control. Sandra did not sign it. We have the 2022 insurance signature. A copied signature will not survive direct review. We do not need direct review before the commitment letter. Rafael signs as owner representative. The board minutes show Sandra absent. And the legal correction follows after closing. Humigpit ang hawak ni Sandra sa folders. Hindi na lamang ito tungkol sa maling advertising. Ginagamit nila ang kanyang aircraft sa isang loan application. Kapag nakakuha ng commitment ang bangko, maaari nilang sabihin sa investors na ang transfer ay halos tapos na at pilitin siyang pumirma upang maiwasan ang default. Kinuha niya ang oras at eksaktong bahagi ng usapan sa kanyang hidden recorder. Pagkatapos ng cruise, dinala ang grupo sa island dinner na inorganisa ng Isabela Lux Experiences. Ang programa ay puno ng fireworks, imported flowers at live musicians. Sa official budget, halos 360 million pesos ang halaga ng buong luxury tour. Ngunit nang makita ni Sandra ang supplier tags, alam niyang mas mababa ang actual cost. Ang resort catering ay internal package. Ang yacht ay bahagi na ng annual contract. At ang performers ay local artists na hindi tumatanggap ng halagang nakalista sa invoice. Nakita niya si Isabela na nagbibigay ng envelope kay Damian sa likod ng stage. The remaining media reserve will be transferred after the aircraft ceremony. Sabi nito, Bianca's consulting company gets its share first. Tumango si Damian, and the investor purchase fund ready once the loan is approved. Sa gitna ng hapunan, muling pinakilala ni Celestina si Bianca bilang future daughter-in-law. Tomorrow, my son will give her the symbol of the family's success. Sabi niya, Aurelia 1 will finally belong to the people who made it famous. Nagtawanan ng ilang bisita. Tinanong ng isang investor kung hindi ba pag-aari iyon ng De La Vega Holding Company. Sumagot si Rafael. That was the original financing structure. The aircraft has always operated as part of Roxas Elite. Tomorrow's ceremony merely reflects economic reality. Lumapit si Sandra upang ibigay ang updated itinerary. Sir, the airfield requests the final passenger manifest tonight. Send the current VIP list. Sagot niya. There are more passengers than approved seats. Remove 2 staff. Even after removing staff, the list exceeds the approved capacity. Then move the crew support team to a charter aircraft. The aviation operator has not approved any additional passengers. Nainis si Rafael. Maya, I do not pay guides to discuss aviation regulations. Roxas Elite does not employ the Aurelia crew. I employ everyone involved in this tour. Tiningnan niya ito ng diretso. Not everyone, sir. Hindi napansin ni Rafael ang kahulugan ng sagot. Inagaw niya ang manifest at ibinigay kay Bianca. Choose who flies with us. Agad nitong tinanggal ang pangalan ng 2 independent investors at idinagdag ang kaniyang stylist. Social media manager at pinsan. There. Fixed. Tinanong ni Sandra. Have those passengers completed security verification? They are with me. That is not verification. My approval is enough? For the tour? Perhaps. Not for the aircraft? Lumapit si Bianca at ibinaba ang boses. You are becoming irritating. Tomorrow, when that plane is mine, you will not be allowed near it. Pagbalik sa staff office, nakatanggap si Sandra ng encrypted call mula kay Anya Flores sa San Isidro Executive Airfield. Namumutla ang dalaga sa video. Madam Chairwoman, 3 versions of tomorrow's manifest are in the system. One lists 12 passengers. One lists 19. And one lists 23. Who edited them Hector Castillo's account. But the instruction email came from Marco. Miss, Bianca is listed as owner representative. And the aircraft transfer file, it was uploaded tonight. Your signature appears on it. Send me the metadata. Ipinadala ni Anya ang file. Ang signature image ay mula sa 2022 insurance agreement. Eksaktong tulad ng narinig ni Sandra sa yacht. Ang aircraft registration number ay mali ang format at wala ring approval mula sa De La Vega Family Trust. Mas mabigat pa. Naka-attach ang loan summary na naglalagay sa Aurelia 1 bilang collateral ng Roxas Elite Journeys. Ang beneficiary ng transfer ay ang kumpanya ni Rafael. Habang ang bagong management rights ay mapupunta sa Crown Horizon Sky Club. Did anyone ask you to delete an earlier manifest, tanong ni Sandra? Hector told me to remove the original list and print owner access passes for Rafael and Bianca. Did you comply? I printed the passes, but preserved the original file and full edit history. Good. Make 2 protected copies. 1 goes to Captain Mateo. 1 to Attorney Beatriz. What if Hector discovers it? Do not confront him. Record every instruction. Pagkatapos ng tawag, pumasok si Bianca sa staff office kasama si Rafael. Ibinagsak niya ang isa pang maleta sa tabi ni Sandra. Prepare this for the jet. It contains my personal cabin items. Binuksan niya ng bahagya ang bag at ipinakita ang gold blankets. Monogram pillows at brass plate na may nakasulat na Madam Bianca Aurelia 1. The cabin will need a more feminine identity. Sabi niya, Sandra made it look like a corporate boardroom. Tinanong ni Rafael kung handa na ang presentation video. Yes. The final scene shows us boarding as owners. Good. The investors need confidence before the loan announcement. Hindi na napigilan ni Sandra ang isang tanong. What if the registered owner refuses the transfer? Natawa si Bianca. Sandra has been absent for months. She cares more about documents than people. Sumagot si Rafael. She will sign when she understands the alternative. The resort project needs the loan. She will not allow the company to fail. So the ceremony happens before her approval, tanong ni Sandra. The ceremony creates certainty. Sagot niya. Sometimes leadership must move before paperwork catches up. Tumingin si Sandra sa hidden camera sa staff office. And if the aircraft owner appears tomorrow, umiling si Rafael. She will not. How can you be sure? Because she still believes I am protecting what we built. Sa unang pagkakataon ng gabing iyon. Naramdaman ni Sandra na mas mabigat ang sakit kaysa galit. Hindi lamang niya ginagamit ang pangalan at ari-arian niya. Ginagamit din niya ang paniniwalang palagi siyang pipiliing iligtas ang kumpanya kahit siya ang kailangang magsakripisyo. Pagkaalis nila, binuksan ni Sandra ang full transfer package na ipinadala ni Anya. Sa unang pahina ay ang forge board resolution. Sa ikalawa ay ang aircraft sale agreement. Sa ikatlo ay ang loan collateral schedule. Sa huling pahina ay ang digital authorization chain. Aircraft owner authorization, Alessandra de la Vega Roxas. Signature source copied from 2022 insurance agreement. Transfer beneficiary Roxas Elite Journeys. Executive instruction Rafael Roxas. Sa ilalim nito ay may bagong note. Future Operating Principal Bianca Villanueva. Tahimik na isinara ni Sandra ang folder. Sa labas ng staff office, naririnig pa ang fireworks at ang boses ni Bianca sa stage na nangangakong bukas ay magsisimula ang bagong panahon ng Aurelia 1. Hindi nila alam na ang tour guide na inutusan nilang magbuhat ng maleta ay hawak ng ebidensiyang magpapatunay na ibinenta. Isinangla at ipinangako nila ang isang eroplanong hindi kailanman naging kanila. Ang mga oras ng paglipad na ibinenta ng paulit-ulit bago pa sumikat ang araw sa Palawan. Nasa maliit na conference room na si Sandra, kasama sina Captain Mateo Reyes at Attorney Beatriz de la Vega sa pamamagitan ng secure video call. Nasa mesa ang forged aircraft transfer package, 3 passenger manifest at ang sales records ng Crown Horizon Sky Club. Sa labas ng salamin, tahimik pa ang resort at wala pang nakakaalam na Ang tour guide na si Maya Santos ay magdamag na nagsuri ng mga dokumentong maaaring magpabagsak sa buong travel group. Binuksan ni Mateo ang central flight calendar ng Aurelia 1. The official system contains 142 approved flight segments for the next 18 months. Sabi niya. Crown Horizons member portal contains more than 400 separate bookings. Tinanong ni Sandra kung ilan ang tunay na kayang isagawa ng aircraft nang hindi nilalabag ang maintenance limits. Approximately 1,450 operating hours, including repositioning and mandatory inspection time. Inilabas ni Beatriz ang membership contracts. They sold 4,600 hours. Hindi agad nagsalita si Sandra. Binasa niya ang summary ng 2 beses. 54 na miyembro ang nagbayad para sa flight privileges na hindi kayang ibigay ng iisang eroplano. Ang silver packages ay may 50 oras bawat taon. Ang gold ay may 80. Ang platinum ay may 120. At ang 4 na founder members ay pinangakuan ng halos walang limitasyong priority access. Sa ilang kontrata, nakasulat na maaaring ilipat ang oras sa kamag-anak o business partner. Sa iba, may guarantee na hindi tatanggihan ng booking kung magbibigay ng 7 araw na notice. They did not sell access. Sabi ni Sandra, they sold certainty that did not exist. Tumango si Mateo. And every time the schedule became impossible, the sales team promised a replacement aircraft. No replacement fleet was ever contracted. Pinili nilang wag agad isara ang member portal. Sa halip, gumawa si Mateo ng mirrored copy upang makita ang real-time booking changes. Habang nag-aalmusal ang tour group, patuloy na nagbebenta ang Crown Horizon ng mga bagong package. Isang salesperson ang nagpasok ng gold membership para sa isang pamilya sa Cebu. Isa pang agent ang nagbigay ng founder privilege sa isang foreign investor para sa parehong Christmas week na nakareserve na sa 3 existing members. Sa loob lamang ng 1 oras, 6 na bagong flight requests ang idinagdag sa calendar. They are still selling after yesterday's duplicate complaints. Sabi ni Beatriz, that confirms this is not an accidental scheduling problem. Bumalik si Sandra sa kanyang Maya Santos disguise at nagpunta sa breakfast pavilion. Doon, pinag-uusapan ng mga miyembro ang kanilang mga booking na parang sigurado na ang lahat. Isang negosyanteng babae ang nagsabing nakalaan sa kaniya ang Aurelia 1 para sa kasal ng anak sa Balesin. Isang lalaki naman ang nagyabang na magagamit niya ang aircraft para sa business trip sa Tokyo sa parehong petsa. Nang ihambing nila ang confirmation emails, pareho ang tail number at departure time. Lumapit si Marco Roxas at mabilis na ipinaliwanag na fleet flexibility ang sagot. Aurelia Sky is not limited to 1 aircraft, sabi niya. Tinanong ng isang miyembro kung ano ang iba pang aircraft. Partner jets. Sagot niya, will they have the same cabin, crew and safety standards, equivalent or better? Ngunit nang hingi ng listahan ng partner operators, sinabi niyang confidential iyon. Lumapit si Sandra na may dalang revised island itinerary. Sir Marco, several members are asking whether replacement aircraft are already contracted. Tumingin siya sa paligid bago ibinaba ang boses. Do not create uncertainty. They already have overlapping confirmations. Then tell them priority will be based on membership tier. Some lower tier customers paid for guaranteed dates. Guarantees can be adjusted. A guarantee that can be adjusted without consent is not a guarantee. Lumapit si Marco sa kanya. You are a guide, not a lawyer. I am asking what I should tell the guests. Tell them Mr. Rafael owns Aurelia 1 and will provide whatever aircraft is necessary. Does the company own any replacement jet? That is not your concern? Sa kabilang dulo ng pavilion, kinukunan ni Bianca ang kaniyang morning lifestyle video. Sa likod niya ay ang dagat at isang malaking promotional board na may larawan ng Aurelia 1. Our founder members never worry about schedules. Sabi niya sa camera. When you belong to the Aurelia family, the sky adjusts to you. Nakita ni Sandra ang production assistant na nagpapalit ng impormasyon sa brochure. Sa ilalim ng aircraft ownership line, pinalitan ang operated through De La Vega Aurelia Aviation Holdings ng owned and managed by Roxas Elite Journeys. Kinuha niya ang lumang brochure at bagong version bago itapon ng assistant ang mga iyon. Dalawang magkaibang pahayag sa loob ng isang araw ang nagpapakitang sinasadya nilang burahin ang tunay na owner. Pagkatapos ng breakfast, dinala ni Sandra ang grupo sa isang marine sanctuary. Habang abala ang mga bisita sa island tour, pumasok siya sa mobile sales office ni Crown Horizon na nakaparada malapit sa pier. Ginamit niya ang temporary guide access code upang makita ang customer service dashboard. Nandoon ang listahan ng 54 na membership accounts, kasama ang payment histories. Mahigit 26 billion pesos ang nakolekta sa membership fees. Ngunit 170 million pesos lamang ang naipadala sa De La Vega Aurelia Aviation Holdings bilang flight use fees. Ang malaking bahagi ay napunta sa Crown Horizon Sky Club, Isabela Lux Experiences, at isang kumpanyang tinatawag na Crown Horizon Aviation Services. Binuksan niya ang aviation services invoices. May mga singil para sa fuel uplift sa mga paliparang hindi kailanman pinuntahan ng Aurelia 1. May maintenance fees para sa inspection dates na hindi tumutugma sa aircraft logs. May crew accommodation charges sa mga panahong walang scheduled flight. Isang invoice ang naniningil ng 18 million pesos para sa emergency engine support. Ngunit ayon sa maintenance record ni Mateo, walang engine incident sa buwan na iyon. They are charging the members and the aircraft company for the same services. Sabi ni Sandra sa secure call. Then the shell company keeps the difference. Sagot ni Beatrice. Sinuri ni Mateo ang beneficial ownership ng Crown Horizon Aviation Services. Ang direct shareholders ay 3 maliit na corporations. Ngunit ang voting proxies ay konektado kina Marco, Bianca at Damian. They hid their names behind nominee directors. Sabi niya, Bianca receives 12% of net service fees. Marco receives 22%. Damian receives a management share. Tinanong ni Sandra kung may kapalit na actual service. No full contract. No maintenance, license. No registered crew operation. It is only a billing company. Preserve every invoice and bank instruction. Utos niya. Do not freeze the accounts yet. I want to see the next transfer after tomorrow's aircraft ceremony. Sa hapon, nagsimula ang Island Investor Luncheon. Nagpresenta si Rafael ng growth plan para sa bagong Roxas Resort Project. Ayon sa kanyang slides, kailangan ng 8 billion peso financing upang matapos ang construction, bayaran ng contractors at buksan ang property sa loob ng 9 na buwan. Ang collateral package ay binubuo raw ng resort development rights. Expected membership revenue at the flagship aviation asset Aurelia 1. Nang marinig iyon, napahigpit ang kamay ni Sandra sa hawak na tray. Isang banker ang nagtanong kung malinis ba ang aircraft title. Sumagot si Damian. The beneficial transfer has been executed. Registry updates are administrative. Is the current registered owner attending tomorrow's ceremony? The controlling principals are represented by Mr. Rafael Roxas. Has the De La Vega Trust approved the collateral? The board resolution includes their consent. Alam ni Sandra na walang ganoong consent. Sa kabilang bahagi ng luncheon, tahimik na nire-record ng isang De La Vega investigator ang presentation. Hindi pa alam ng banker na ang collateral package ay may forged transfer. Kapag nakakuha si Rafael ng commitment letter, maaari niyang gamitin iyon upang kumbinsihin ang suppliers na may sapat na financing ang project. Kapag kalaunan ay tumanggi si Sandra, maaaring siya ang sisihin sa pagbagsak ng resort at pagkawala ng trabaho. Muli, ginagamit ang kanyang reputasyon bilang taong laging nagliligtas sa kumpanya. Pagkatapos ng presentation, inilapit ni Rafael si Bianca sa dalawang banker. Tomorrow, you will see the aircraft under its new operating identity. Sabi niya, Bianca will lead the membership division and represent the ownership group. Tinanong ng banker kung may sariling equity ba si Bianca sa aircraft. Sumagot siya. The formal allocation follows the transfer. Bianca smiled. Rafael is giving me the personal cabin and management rights as an engagement gift. An engagement gift? Tanong ng banker. Napatingin si Rafael sa media team. A symbolic business partnership. Mabilis niyang paglilinaw. Ngunit huli na. Muling napatunayan ni Sandra na hindi lamang corporate transfer ang plano. Personal na regalo talaga ang ipinangako niya. Sa backstage ng luncheon, nakita ni Sandra si Isabela na nagbibigay ng final tour budget kay Damian. Ang 360 million peso contract ay hinati sa mga category na halos imposibleng suriin: destination curation, prestige access fee, international media coordination, at aircraft launch enhancement. Ang tunay na resort, yacht at event costs ay nasa 190 million pesos lamang. Ang natitirang halaga ay may payment instructions sa companies ni Bianca at Damian. May 40 million peso reserve din para sa pagbili ng shares mula sa dalawang independent investor kapag naaprubahan ng loan. Once the bank sees the aircraft, the commitment should be released. Sabi ni Isabella. Then we purchase the shares before Sandra returns. Sumagot si Damian. After the voting balance shifts, she cannot block the restructuring alone. Hindi nila alam na mali ang bilang nila. Kahit mabili nila ang independent shares. Nananatiling hawak ni Sandra at ng De La Vega Family Trust ang controlling vote. Ngunit malinaw ang intensiyon gamitin ang perang galing sa inflated event contract at membership fees upang bumili ng mas malaking bahagi sa kumpanyang sila rin ang nagpapalubog. Kinagabihan, lumipat ang tour sa Siargao para sa huling bahagi bago pumunta sa private airfield. Sa charter flight, umupo si Bianca sa harap at pinaupo si Sandra malapit sa galley. Tomorrow, do not approach the aircraft unless I call you. Utos niya. I want only selected staff in the boarding photos. Who approved the passenger list? Tanong ni Sandra. I did. Captain Mateo has not approved the additional guests. Rafael owns the plane. The captain controls safety. The owner controls the captain. Not when the owner is not actually the owner. Inalis ni Bianca ang sunglasses at tinitigan siya. You are becoming very brave for a tour guide. Sumagot si Sandra. Sometimes employees become brave when executives stop reading the documents they sign. Sa Siargao Villa, nakatanggap si Sandra ng bagong package mula kay Anya. May 4 na founder members na sabay-sabay na binigyan ng priority rights para sa New Year week. May 11 gold members na may overlapping summer schedules. May 3 contracts na nag-aalok ng fractional ownership sa Aurelia 1. Kahit walang authority ang Crown Horizon na magbenta ng anumang bahagi nito, isa sa mga founder member ay nagbayad ng 120 million pesos kapalit ng pangakong ilalagay ang apelyido niya sa cabin plaque. Isa pang customer ang binigyan ng right of first refusal sakaling ibenta ang aircraft. They have promised ownership rights to several people at the same time. Sabi ni Beatriz, if these contracts are challenged, the registered aircraft company will be named in every complaint. Nakita rin ni Anya ang loan file audit trail. Ang forged board resolution ay ginawa sa account ng assistant ni Ramon Cortez. Ngunit in-edit ni Damian at inaprubahan sa executive folder ni Rafael. Ang collateral schedule ay may handwritten note. Use ceremony photos as evidence of possession and operational control. Ibig sabihin, ang event sa private airfield ay hindi lamang publicity stunt. Gagamitin ang mga larawan ni Rafael at Bianca na sumasakay sa Aurelia 1 upang ipakitang sila ang may practical control sa aircraft. Tinanong ni Sandra kung may scheduled bank representative sa airfield. 2 lenders. 3 investors and 1 insurance broker. Sagot ni Anya. Hector has prepared owner lounge access for Rafael and Bianca. What about my access? Your principal credential was marked inactive due to supposed medical leave. Who ordered that Rafael's office submitted the request? And Hector processed it without aviation holding approval. Preserve the request. Already copied. Sa kabilang villa, nag-uusap sina Rafael at Damian tungkol sa loan. Narinig ni Sandra sa mirrored audio device ang kanilang pag-uusap. The bank still wants direct confirmation from the registered owner. Sabi ni Rafael, tomorrow's possession ceremony will help. Sagot ni Damian. But what if Sandra refuses later? She will not destroy the resort project. She may object to Bianca. Then frame the choice around employees and debt. If she blocks the loan, the public will blame her for the collapse. And if the membership contracts fail, the aviation company is the registered owner. Customer claims go there first. That means Sandra faces the complaints. Exactly. She will be forced to stabilize the program. Tumahimik si Rafael. Bianca said she receives a management share from Crown Horizon Aviation Services, a small branding incentive. Why was I not informed? Because it does not change your executive control and your share advisory compensation. You told me the service company was independent. It is operationally independent. Who owns it? Nominee shareholders. Benefiting whom? Hindi agad sumagot si Damian. Marco, Bianca and me. Sa unang pagkakataon. Narinig ni Sandra ang pag-aalinlangan sa boses ng asawa. Ngunit sa halip na itigil ang ceremony, sinabi lamang niya. After the loan closes, we restructure the fees. I will not let anyone make more from my aircraft than I do. My aircraft? Muli niyang tinawag na kaniya ang bagay na hindi niya binili. Hindi niya pinapanatili at wala siyang legal na karapatang isangla. Kahit nalaman niyang kumikita ng lihim sina Bianca at Damian, ang unang concern niya ay hindi ang pandaraya, kundi ang sarili niyang bahagi. Bago maghating gabi, ipinadala ni Anya ang huling recovered message thread mula sa Crown Horizon Management Chat. Sumulat si Marco, what happens when the duplicate bookings become public? Sumagot si Damian, kapag nagreklamo ang members. Pangalan ni Sandra ang haharap dahil kumpanya niya ang owner. Rafael ang pipirma. Tayo ang magtatago ng membership at fuel revenue. Sumunod ang message ni Bianca. After the loan closes, she will have to accept the transfer or explain why she destroyed the company. May huling mensahe si Ramon Cortez. Use tomorrow's ceremony to establish public possession. The documents can be corrected afterward. Matagal na tinitigan ni Sandra ang screen. Ang plano ay mas malinaw na ngayon. Sobra-sobrang oras ng paglipad ang ibinenta. Ang perang ibinayad ng mga miyembro ay inilayo sa tunay na aircraft company. Ang gastos ay ibinagsak sa Aurelia Aviation. At ang eroplano ay ginamit sa isang 1.8 billion peso loan. Kapag nabigo ang lahat, siya ang haharap sa mga customer dahil ang pangalan ng kumpanya niya ang nasa registry. Si Rafael naman ang pipirma sa operational documents. Samantala, sina Bianca, Marco at Damian ang magtatago ng membership at fuel revenue. Tinawagan ni Sandra si Captain Mateo. Lock all flight control changes after midnight. Do not cancel tomorrow's arrival yet. You still want them to reach the aircraft, yes. They may attempt boarding with an invalid manifest. Then we stop them at the stairs, in front of the lenders and investors they invited, and the ceremonial key. Let Rafael hand it to her. Sandaling natahimik ang captain. You want them to complete the representation. I want no one to claim later that it was only a draft, a joke, or a misunderstanding. Sa kabilang villa, patuloy na nagsasanay si Bianca ng kanyang speech. Aurelia 1 represents freedom, love, and the future Rafael and I will build together. Sa kama ay nakalatag ang monogram pillows, gold blankets at brass cabin plate na may pangalan niya. Sa tabi ng mga iyon ay ang symbolic key na hindi kayang magbukas ng anumang pinto. Samantala, sa staff room, inilagay ni Sandra sa isang folder ang 54 membership contracts, duplicate schedules, false fuel invoices, inflated event budget, forged transfer, loan collateral file at secret messages. Kinabukasan, hindi lamang niya ibubunyag kung sino ang tunay na may-ari ng Aurelia 1. Ipapakita rin niyang bago pa man tangkaing ibigay ni Rafael ang eroplano sa kanyang amante. Naibenta na niya ang libu-libong oras ng paglipad. Isinangla ang aircraft at ipinasa ang panganib sa asawang balak niyang gawing estranghero sa sarili nitong kumpanya. Ang may-ari na, naghintay sa pribadong paliparan. Maagang dumating ang convoy ng Pearls of the Philippines Luxury Escape sa San Isidro Executive Airfield. Sa dulo ng pribadong runway, nakaparada ang Aurelia 1 sa ilalim ng malinaw na araw. Makintabang puting fuselage at kumikislap ang gintong guhit sa gilid nito. Isang mahabang pulang carpet ang inilatag mula sa owner's lounge hanggang sa aircraft stairs. Sa magkabilang panig ay may photographers, investors, dalawang bank representative at mga miyembro ng Crown Horizon Sky Club na inimbitahang saksihan ang tinatawag ni Rafael na New Era of Private Travel. Sa Trans-NG Terminal, nakasabit ang malaking promotional screen na nagpapakita kina Rafael at Bianca na magkahawak kamay sa harap ng eroplano. Sa ilalim ng kanilang larawan ay nakasulat ang mensaheng Aurelia 1, the private jet of Rafael and Bianca. Bumaba si Sandra mula sa staff van sa anyo pa rin ni Maya Santos. Nakasuot siya ng turquoise guide uniform, wide-brimmed hat at dark sunglasses. Sa isang kamay ay dala niya ang guest itinerary. At sa isa naman ay ang maliit na carry-on bag ni Bianca na puno ng monogrammed cabin items. Wala ni isang tao mula sa pamilya Roxas ang tumingin sa kaniya ng matagal. Abala silang lahat sa pag-aayos ng media angles, seating plan at ceremonial key habang papalapit siya sa terminal. Nakatanggap siya ng secure message mula kay Captain Mateo Aircraft Secured. No passenger door release without your live authorization. Crew briefed. Original manifest preserved. Sa owner's lounge, abala si Hector Castillo sa pamimigay ng gold access passes. Ibinigay niya kay Rafael ang card na may label na Aircraft Principal. At kay Bianca naman ang card na may label na Owner Representative. Ang parehong titles ay hindi umiiral sa official aviation records. Nang dumating si Sandra, hinarang siya ni Hector. Guides use the service entrance. Sabi niya, "This lounge is restricted. I am carrying the passenger documents." Sagot niya, "Leave them with me. The manifest requires a direct handover to flight operations. Mr. Rafael has already approved the list. Captain Mateo has not." Napangisi si Hector. "The captain works for the owner. Correct? Then he works for Mr. Rafael. Have you read the registration certificate? People who own aircraft do not need to show paperwork to guides." Tumingin si Sandra sa gold access card sa leeg ni Hector. "And people who manage private terminals should not change passenger manifests without the registered operator's approval." Nawala ang ngiti nito. Who told you the list was changed? 3 different versions exist in the system. That is an internal scheduling matter. One version has 12 passengers, another 19, and the last one 23. Mr. Rafael will decide who boards. The aircraft captain decides whether an approved person boards. Lumapit si Hector at ibinaba ang boses. Listen carefully. When the ceremony begins, stay behind the media line. Do not approach the stairs. Do not speak to the crew and do not mention the old owner. After today, Miss Bianca controls the aircraft. Sa loob ng terminal, nakita ni Sandra si Anya Flores sa ground coordination desk. Namumutla ang dalaga ngunit nagkunwaring abala sa pagprint ng baggage tags. Nang magkalapit sila, palihim nitong inilagay ang isang maliit na envelope sa ilalim ng itinerary clipboard. The loan officers arrived. Bulong ni Anya. Hector uploaded the ceremony program as proof of operational possession. He also marked your real principal credential inactive. Did the system accept it? The local terminal system did. The aircraft control system did not. Good. What about the passenger list? Captain Mateo froze the original. The version in Rafael's folder still includes Bianca's stylist, social media manager, cousin, and 2 unverified founder members. Preserve every edit. Already done. Dumating sina Bianca at Celestina sa owner's lounge na parang sila ang hosts ng buong paliparan. Nakasuot si Bianca ng fitted white suit, gold heels, at ang parehong owner access card na ipinagmamalaki niya mula pa sa Palawan. Ang kanyang monogram pillows at brass cabin plate ay inilagay sa isang display table sa tabi ng symbolic key. Si Celestina naman ay ipinakilala siya sa bank representatives bilang the woman who will modernize the Roxas family aviation legacy. Nang tanungin ng isang lender kung nasaan ang registered owner representative mula sa De La Vega Group, sumagot ang matanda. Sandra is still abroad. My son has full authority. Si Rafael ay nagbigay ng maikling briefing kay Damian at Attorney Ramon Cortez sa isang sulok. Hawak ni Cortez ang forged transfer documents, habang si Damian naman ay may loan collateral presentation. After the ceremony, the bank wants a photo of Bianca boarding first. Sabi ni Damian, it supports possession and management control. Tinanong ni Rafael kung sapat na ba iyon para sa commitment letter, together with the board resolution and your executive certification. Yes. And if the registration still shows De La Vega Aurelia, we describe the update as pending. The bank asked for direct owner confirmation. Public possession plus your signed representation should carry us through initial approval. Narinig ni Sandra ang usapan mula sa kabilang bahagi ng lounge habang nag-aayos ng gift bags. Hindi na lamang publicity ang ceremony. Plano nilang gamitin ang litrato ni Bianca na unang sasakay bilang ebidensya na hawak na nila ang aircraft. Kapag pumirma si Rafael sa harap ng lenders, magiging bahagi iyon ng loan file. Hindi niya kailangang hulaan ang intensiyon. Nasa mesa na ang collateral package na nagtatangkang gamitin ng Aurelia 1 bilang security para sa 1.8 billion peso resort loan. Nagsimula ang programa makalipas ang 20 minuto. Lumabas sa mga bisita sa apron, kung saan nakaayos ang mga upuan sa harap ng aircraft. Tumugtog ang live string quartet habang ipinakita sa giant screen ang footage ng tour sa Manila, Palawan at Siargao. Halos lahat ng eksena ay nakasentro kina Rafael at Bianca. Sa final segment, lumitaw ang Aurelia 1 na may digital animation ng kanilang initial sa fuselage. Sinabi ng announcer, today, Roxas Elite Journeys presents the aircraft that will carry its future leaders across the world. Umakyat si Rafael sa maliit na stage at humawak ng mikropono. Aurelia 1 represents vision. Sabi niya, it represents the courage to turn luxury travel into something personal, intimate, and unforgettable. For years, this aircraft has supported our company's growth. Today, we recognize the person who gave our brand its heart. Tumawag siya kay Bianca, na naglakad sa pulang carpet habang pumapalakpak ang mga bisita. From this moment, Aurelia 1 will be under her care. Bianca will lead the Aurelia Sky Privilege Club, represent our ownership group, and bring this aircraft into a new era. Ibinigay niya ang symbolic gold key kay Bianca. This is my gift to you. Napangiti ang babae at hinalikan siya sa pisngi sa harap ng cameras. Thank you for trusting me with our plane. Sabi niya sa mikropono. I promise every member that Aurelia 1 will become more than an aircraft. It will become a home in the sky. Sa likod ng stage, tahimik na tinitigan ni Sandra ang sariling eroplano, habang ang iba ay pumapalakpak sa isang regalong hindi kayang ibigay ng lalaking may hawak ng mikropono. Tinawag ni Bianca ang cabin crew sa harap. From today, I expect everyone assigned to Aurelia 1 to treat my instructions as owner's instructions. Hindi kumilos ang crew. Nakatayo sila sa tabi ni Captain Mateo sa ibaba ng aircraft stairs. Ang captain ay nakasuot ng formal uniform at hawak ang original flight manifest. Tinanong ni Bianca, Captain, is the aircraft ready? Sumagot siya. The aircraft is technically ready. The flight is not authorized. Kumalat ang mahihinang bulungan. What do you mean, tanong ni Rafael? The passenger list does not match the approved manifest. Several individuals lack completed security clearance. The Flight Control Authority has not confirmed release. Ibinigay ni Rafael ang kaniyang gold card kay Hector. Fix it. Lumapit si Hector sa access panel at tinap ang card. Naging pula ang screen. Principal authorization not recognized. Sinubukan niya ang card ni Bianca. Pareho ang resulta. There is a synchronization issue. Sabi niya, use the local override. Sumagot si Mateo. Local terminal access cannot release an aircraft controlled by De La Vega Aurelia Aviation Holdings. Nagtaas ng kilay si Bianca. I am the new owner representative. That title is not recognized by the operator. Rafael just transferred authority to me. He has no authority to transfer aircraft ownership. Biglang tumahimik ang mga bisita. Tumingin si Rafael sa captain. Mateo, do not embarrass the company. I am protecting the aircraft. I am the CEO of Roxas Elite Journeys. Roxas Elite does not own Aurelia 1. We have beneficial control. You have a limited use agreement. The transfer documents are ready. They are not signed by the owner. My wife authorized me. No, she did not. Sa sandaling iyon, lumapit si Hector kay Sandra at itinuro ang mga maleta ni Bianca. Bring those to the aircraft service hold. The aircraft door is still closed. Sagot niya. Then wait near the stairs. I was instructed not to approach the aircraft without principal authorization. I am authorizing you. You are not the principal. Galit na hinawakan ni Hector ang clipboard niya. You are only a tour guide. Stop questioning people above you. Tumingin siya kay Rafael. Sir, this employee has been interfering since Palawan. Rafael glanced at her without recognition. Remove her from the apron. Dalawang security officer ang lumapit. Bago sila makarating, sinabi ni Captain Mateo sa kanyang radio. Ground security. Hold position. No person is to remove an aviation holding representative. Huminto ang mga officer. Tumingin si Rafael sa captain. Representative. She is a guide. Sumagot si Mateo. Ask her to present her credential. Humarap si Sandra sa mga investor. Lindesh at kameras. Inilapag niya sa carpet ang maleta ni Bianca. Dahan-dahan niyang tinanggal ang wide-brimmed hat. Pagkatapos ay ang dark sunglasses. Hinawi niya ang short brown wig at inalis ang turquoise scarf sa kaniyang leeg. Nawala ang magaan na accent ni Maya Santos nang magsalita siya sa tunay niyang boses. Before anyone removes me from this airfield, we should establish who has authority over the aircraft. Nanlaki ang mga mata ni Rafael. Sandra si Celestina ay napahawak sa braso ni Bianca. Si Marco ay dahan-dahang umatras palayo sa media line. Hindi agad nakapagsalita si Bianca. Tiningnan niya ang babaeng ilang araw niyang inutusang magbuhat ng maleta, maghintay sa labas ng dinner at lumayo sa mga taong tinawag niyang owners. Inilabas ni Sandra ang kaniyang official principal credential at itinap iyon sa access panel sa simula ng red carpet. Naging berde ang ilaw. Kasabay nito, nagbago ang giant terminal screen. Nawala ang promotional video ni na Rafael at Bianca. Pinalitan iyon ng verified registration record. Registered owner De La Vega Aurelia Aviation Holdings. Controlling beneficial owner Alessandra De La Vega Roxas. Approved operating principal active and present. Roxas Elite Journeys Status Limited Corporate User. Sa ilalim ng record ay lumitaw ang restrictions: no resale of flight hours, no third-party transfer, no collateralization, no unauthorized commercial operation. Isa-isang binasa ng bank representatives ang mga kondisyon. Humarap ang pangunahing lender kay Damian. Your collateral file states Roxas Elite owns the aircraft. Sumagot ang CFO. The beneficial transfer was in process. The registered owner is standing here and says otherwise. There are board documents. From which board? Tanong ni Attorney Beatriz habang lumalapit mula sa owner's lounge. Hawak niya ang original registration certificate. Trust resolution at limited use agreement. Not the board of the aircraft owning company. Tumingin si Rafael kay Sandra. You followed us through the whole tour. I inspected the company using my aircraft to sell unauthorized memberships. You could have asked me. I did. Through compliance inquiries, booking disputes, and passenger verification requests. You told the guide not to question executives. You disguised yourself. And you told investors I was sick abroad. I was protecting the launch. You were protecting a false ownership story. Sinubukan ni Bianca na itaas ang symbolic key. Rafael gave me this in front of everyone. Tumingin si Sandra sa key. It is ceremonial metal. He promised me the plane. He promised you an asset he does not own. He controls the travel company. The travel company owns 0% of Aurelia 1. But the plane was bought for his business. It was purchased by my aviation holding company, insured by my trust, maintained by my team and released only under my authority. Lumapit si Bianca sa aircraft stairs na para bang nais patunayang maaari pa rin siyang sumakay. Captain, open the door. Hindi kumilos si Mateo. I take operational instructions from the approved principal. I am the owner representative. You are not listed in any approved record. Rafael appointed me. Rafael cannot appoint an owner of someone else's aircraft. Itinaas ni Sandra ang credentials sa captain. Captain Mateo. Please verify the original manifest. 12 approved passengers. Sagot niya. All verified. None of the added names have completed clearance. Release the aircraft door for inspection only. No departure. Yes. Madam Chairwoman. Tumunog ang locking mechanism. Dahan-dahang bumukas ang pinto ng Aurelia 1. At bumaba ang internal stairs. Ang buong crew ay pumuwesto sa magkabilang panig. Nang lumapit si Sandra, sabay-sabay silang bumati. Welcome back. Madam Chairwoman. Nakatayo si Rafael sa tabi ni Bianca habang pinapanood ang asawa niyang unang umakyat sa eroplano. Hindi dahil sa isang symbolic key o public announcement, kundi dahil ang aircraft system, crew at registration ay kumilala sa tunay na authority. Bago tuluyang pumasok, humarap si Sandra sa stage. No one boards until the documents, passenger list and financial representations are reviewed. Sumingit si Damien. The lenders came for a financing announcement. We should resolve this privately. The aircraft was offered publicly as collateral. Sagot ni Sandra. The ownership misrepresentation was made publicly. The correction will also be public. You are jeopardizing the resort project? You jeopardize it by using property the borrower does not own. The transfer can still be completed, not through a copied signature. Ipinakita ni Beatrice sa lenders ang forensic comparison ng signature mula sa 2022 insurance agreement at sa aircraft transfer document. Eksaktong pareho ang digital pattern. Lumitaw din ang maling registration format, non-existent filing number at kawalan ng De La Vega Trust approval. Tinanong ng bank counsel si Ramon Cortez kung personal bang pumirma si Sandra. The signature was provided through executive channels. Sagot niya. Did you witness her sign? No. Did you speak to her? No. Then why does your certification state owner authorization? Hindi na siya nakasagot. Nagbigay si Sandra ng senyas kay Anya. Lumitaw sa terminal screen ang tatlong magkaibang passenger manifests. Duplicate founder bookings at 54 membership contracts. Sumunod ang chart na nagpapakitang 600 hours ang naibenta. Kahit 450 hours lamang ang practical capacity. Makikita rin ang 6 billion peso membership collections. Ngunit 170 million pesos lamang ang naipadala sa aircraft owner. Ang natitirang pera ay nahati sa Crown Horizon Sky Club, Isabela Lux, Experiences at Crown Horizon Aviation Services. Nagkagulo ang mga miyembrong naroon. Isang founder member ang sumigaw. I was promised exclusive New Year access. Sumagot ang isa. So was I. Isang babae ang nagsabing nakabayad siya para sa kasal ng anak sa parehong linggo. Tumingin si Marco kay Rafael. Ngunit wala itong maisagot. Pinakalma ni Sandra ang mga customer. No one will lose lawful funds without review. Every membership will be audited. Valid deposits will be protected. And impossible promises will be corrected or refunded. Lumitaw sa screen ang huling message thread kapag nagreklamo ang members. Pangalan ni Sandra ang haharap dahil kumpanya niya ang owner. Rafael ang pipirma. Tayo ang magtatago ng membership at fuel revenue. Kasunod nito ang mensahe ni Bianca. After the loan closes, she will have to accept the transfer or explain why she destroyed the company. Dahan-dahang humarap si Rafael kina Bianca at Damian. You plan to leave the customer claims under her company. Sumagot si Damian. The structure was temporary. You kept the membership money outside Aurelia Aviation for flexibility. And Bianca received service fees, branding compensation. Sagot niya. Tumingin si Rafael sa babae. You knew I had a share in the service company. Did you know the aircraft company would carry the complaints? Damien said Sandra would stabilize everything. And me. You were the CEO. You were always going to sign. Sa unang pagkakataon, nakita ni Rafael na ang mga taong tinulungan niyang itaas ay handang iwan ng pananagutan sa kaniya at sa asawang niloko niya. Ngunit nang tumingin siya kay Sandra, walang awa sa mukha nito. Mara Sandra. Listen, I did not know the membership hours were oversold that badly. But you knew the aircraft was not yours. I believe the transfer could be completed. You staged possession before approval. The resort needed financing. So you used my aircraft as collateral. I was trying to save the company. By forcing me to rescue it after the fraud became public, kinuha ni Sandra ang symbolic key mula sa kamay ni Bianca at inilagay iyon sa ibabaw ng forged transfer folder. You may keep the chair, the speech and every photograph taken today. Sabi niya kay Rafael. But you cannot give away a plane that never belonged to you. Pagkatapos ay humarap siya kay Captain Mateo. Lock all flight schedules connected to Crown Horizon. Suspend every membership booking pending audit. No passenger departs under an unverified manifest. Yes. Madam Chairwoman? Kay Anya naman. Sinabi niya. Preserve the original lists. Edit history and loan file. Yes. Ma'am? Kay Beatrice. Notify the lenders that Aurelia 1 is not available as collateral and that all transfer documents are disputed. Already prepared. Naging pula ang owner access cards ni na Rafael at Bianca. Nagsara ang owner's lounge sa kanilang credentials. Hindi umalis ang Aurelia 1 sa runway. Ang mga bisita ay inilipat sa terminal habang sinisimulan ang formal review. Ang mga verified passenger ay inalok ng alternate lawful travel arrangements. Ngunit walang sino man ang pinayagang gumamit ng eroplano bilang bahagi ng isang ceremony na itinayo sa maling ownership. Bago pumasok sa terminal. Muling tiningnan ni Sandra ang Aurelia 1. Sa loob ng ilang araw. Inutusan siyang magdala ng mga bag. Tumayo sa likod ng cameras at huwag makialam sa usapan ng mga tinatawag na owner. Ngayon, ang parehong mga taong iyon ay nakatayo sa ibaba ng aircraft stairs. Hawak ang isang susi na hindi makapagbukas ng pinto at isang loan package na nawalan ng collateral. Ang pinakamalaking pagkakamali ni Rafael ay hindi niya pagkilala sa sariling asawa sa ilalim ng isang tour guide uniform. Ang tunay niyang pagkakamali ay ang paniniwalang hindi na kailangang kilalanin ang taong nagmamay-ari ng isang bagay basta matagal na niya itong ginagamit. Ang CEO na nagsangla ng eroplanong hindi kanya. 3 oras matapos ihinto ang seremonya sa San Isidro Executive Airfield. Nanatiling nakaparada ang Aurelia 1 sa parehong lugar kung saan sana kukunan ng litrato sina Rafael at Bianca bilang bagong owners. Wala nang tumutugtog na string quartet. Patay na ang giant promotional screen at inalis na ang pulang carpet sa harap ng aircraft stairs. Ang mga verified passenger ay inilipat sa main lounge. Habang ang mga taong walang kompletong clearance ay pinakiusapang manatili sa hiwalay na waiting area. Hindi pinayagan ni Sandra na sigawan. Pagbintangan o ipahiya ang mga customer? Most of them paid because they believed the company's promises. Sabi niya kay Captain Mateo, "We investigate the executives who sold those promises. We do not treat every member as part of the fraud." Sa flight operations room, isa-isang nilock ni Anya Flores ang lahat ng booking na galing sa Crown Horizon Sky Club. 54 na membership account ang inilagay sa audit status. 4,600 ang flight hours ang kinailangang ihambing sa totoong kapasidad na humigit kumulang 1,450 oras lamang. Sa unang review pa lang, natuklasang 28 miyembro ang may overlapping international trips. 16 ang binigyan ng holiday guarantees na imposible ng pagsabay-sabayin. At 6 ang pinangako ang fractional ownership rights sa isang aircraft na walang kahit isang share na ipinagbili. They promised ownership, priority, and exclusive use to different people at the same time. Sabi ni Anya. No calendar could ever satisfy all of them. Sumagot si Sandra. Then the calendar was never designed to be honored. It was designed to collect money. Inutusan ni Sandra si Captain Mateo na i-freeze hindi lamang ang scheduled flights, kundi pati ang crew assignments, fuel orders at maintenance requests na dumaan sa Crown Horizon Aviation Services. Hindi ibig sabihin nito na titigil ang lahat ng operasyon ng Aurelia 1. Ang approved corporate, medical at maintenance flights ay maaari pa ring ituloy. Ngunit kailangang dumaan sa direct validation ng aircraft holding company. Ang bawat passenger manifest ay kailangang tumugma sa identity checks. At walang executive title mula sa Roxas Elite Journeys ang maaaring gamitin bilang substitute sa approval. Sa loob ng isang araw, Ang sistemang matagal nang pinatatakbo sa verbal orders ni Rafael ay napalitan ng malinaw na chain of authority. Mas mabigat ang nangyari sa 1.8 billion peso loan. Nang matanggap ng dalawang lender ang original registration certificate at formal dispute notice mula kay Attorney Beatrice, agad nilang sinuspinde ang credit evaluation. Ang Aurelia 1 ay tinanggal sa collateral package at inilagay ang buong loan application sa fraud review status. Tinawagan ng lead banker si Rafael at sinabi, "Without the aircraft, the remaining resort assets do not meet the required security level." Sumagot siya, "We can still complete the transfer. The registered owner has rejected the documents. It is a family dispute. A Kabit signature and a non-existent board approval are not a family dispute." Nang itanong kung sino ang magbibigay ng replacement collateral, wala siyang maibigay na sagot. Sa temporary investigation room ng airfield, hinarap si Attorney Ramon Cortez ng document examiner at bank counsel. Inilatag sa harap niya ang 2022 insurance agreement at ang aircraft transfer document. Eksaktong pareho ang digital signature. Pati ang maliit na compression mark sa ilalim ng apelyido ni Sandra. "You certified this as owner authorization," sabi ng bank counsel. "I was informed that Mrs. De La Vega Roxas had previously consented to the transfer." "By whom, Mr. Rafael's executive office." "Did you speak to her?" "No." "Did you witness the signature?" "No." "Did the De La Vega Family Trust approve the sale?" The board minutes indicated approval. Ipinakita ni Beatrice ang totoong board records. Walang meeting sa PETS ang nakalagay sa forged resolution. At dalawa sa mga di umano'y direktor na pumirma ay nasa ibang bansa. "You did not verify the meeting, the signature or the aircraft registration," sabi niya. "Yet you allowed the document to enter a bank collateral file." Iginiit ni Cortez na preliminary draft lamang iyon. Ngunit ipinakita ni Anya ang email kung saan inutusan siyang i-upload ang signed package sa lender portal at gamitin ang ceremony photos bilang proof of possession. May note pa mula sa kanya. "Public control must be established before the owner can challenge the completed transaction." Nang mabasa iyon, hindi na niya maipaliwanag kung bakit tinatawag niyang draft ang dokumentong ginagamit na para makakuha ng loan. Ipinaalam sa kaniya na ang buong file ay ipapasa sa professional disciplinary authorities at sa mga investigador para sa posibleng falsification, attempted fraud at misrepresentation. Si Hector Castillo naman ay agad na sinuspinde sa San Isidro Executive Airfield. Ipinakita ng system logs na siya ang nagmarka sa tunay na principal credential ni Sandra bilang inactive. Nagbigay ng owner access cards kina Rafael at Bianca. At nagbago ng 3 passenger manifest. May mga bank transfer din mula sa Crown Horizon Aviation Services patungo sa consulting company ng asawa niya. Those were customer service fees. Depensa niya. Tinanong ni Captain Mateo, "What customer service did your wife provide?" "VIP coordination." "Your wife has never worked at this airfield?" "She helped with contacts." "Which contacts?" Hindi siya makasagot dahil sa kaniyang ginawa. Hindi lamang trabaho niya ang nawala. Kinailangan ding suriin ang lahat ng flight at passenger records na dumaan sa kaniyang account sa nakaraang 2 taon. Sa kabilang conference room, inilatag ni Beatrice ang full financial structure ng Crown Horizon Aviation Services. Ang company ay walang sariling fuel contract, walang maintenance license at walang crew. Gayunpaman, nakasingil ito ng daan-daang milyong piso sa members at sa De La Vega Aurelia Aviation Holdings. May fuel charges sa airports na hindi pinuntahan ng Aurelia 1. Maintenance invoices sa dates na nasa hangar ang aircraft at crew accommodation fees kahit walang flight. Sa bawat invoice, may bahagi para kina Marco, Bianca at Damian. They created a company that did not fly, fuel or repair anything. Sabi ni Beatrice, Its only function was to collect the difference. Ipinatawag si Marco Roxas sa audit room. Una niyang iginiit na normal sa luxury aviation ang paggamit ng service intermediaries. The company handled member acquisition and convenience fees. Sabi niya. Ipinakita ni Sandra ang membership contracts. It sold for 600 flight hours. Those were projected privileges. The contracts called them guaranteed hours. Customers understood that schedules were subject to availability. Some were promised exclusive fixed dates. Sales language can be flexible. Not when customers pay 80 to 120 million pesos based on it, nang ipakita ang duplicate bookings at external payment accounts. Sinabi niyang si Damian ang gumawa ng structure. But you signed the membership offers. Sagot ni Sandra. You accepted the payments and promised access to an aircraft your company did not own. Ang Crown Horizon Sky Club ay tuluyang sinuspinde. Na-freeze ang membership accounts, customer deposits at commission payments, habang tinutukoy kung alin ang kailangang ibalik. Walang bagong booking ang pinayagan. At lahat ng existing confirmations ay minarkahang subject to verification. Ang mga miyembrong may lawful deposits ay nakatanggap ng written notice na protektado ang kanilang claims. Ngunit walang impossible schedule ang ipapangakong matutupad. Ang 4 na founder members na sabay-sabay na binigyan ng New Year priority ay personal na kinausap ng Independent Customer Recovery Team. Sa halip na piliting pumili kung sino ang pinakamahalaga, inalok silang tumanggap ng refund. Lawful charter alternative o bagong schedule na may malinaw na consent. Kasunod na sinuri ang 360 million peso luxury tour contract ng Isabela Lux Experiences. Lumabas na halos 190 million pesos lamang ang tunay na halaga ng resorts, yacht, entertainment at logistics. Ang natitirang halaga ay inilagay sa media fees, prestige access charges at aircraft launch enhancement. 40 milyong piso ang nakalaan sa investor purchase fund. Habang may malaking payment para sa consulting company ni Bianca at advisory account ni Damian. Nang tanungin si Isabela kung alam ba niyang gagamitin ang inflated tour budget upang bumili ng shares matapos bumaba ang valuation. Sinabi niyang investor relations lamang ang pagkakaintindi niya. Did you ask why a travel event contract was buying shares? Tanong ni Sandra. Damian said Rafael approved it. Did you see a lawful board resolution? No. Then you chose not to ask because the money was reaching your company. Sinuspinde ang unpaid portion ng contract at ipinahinto ang lahat ng bagong work orders sa Isabela Lux. Ang mga advance payment ay inilagay sa recovery review. Hindi agad isinara ang company dahil may mga ordinaryong staff at supplier na kailangang bayaran. Ngunit walang related party payment ang maaaring lumabas ng walang independent approval. The stage, yacht and dinner were real. Sabi ni Sandra, the hidden ownership fund inside the budget was not part of tourism. Mas mabilis namang bumagsak ang posisyon ni Damian nang i-freeze ang kaniyang CFO access. Natagpuan sa private drive niya ang dalawang financial scenarios. Sa unang version, matatanggap ng Roxas Elite Journeys ang loan at maililipat ang aircraft pagkatapos pumirma si Sandra. Sa ikalawa, kung tumanggi si Sandra, babagsak ang resort financing at siya ang sisihin sa pagkawala ng trabaho at membership scandal. Sa parehong version, mananatili sa Crown Horizon Aviation Services ang malaking bahagi ng fuel at membership revenue. May hiwalay pang indemnity draft na naglalagay sa operational liability kay Rafael dahil siya ang executive signatory. Habang ang customer claims ay unang ihahain laban sa De La Vega Aviation Company dahil ito ang registered owner. Nang makita ni Rafael ang mga dokumento, galit siyang pumasok sa investigation room. You planned for me to sign every representation. Sabi niya kay Damian. You were the CEO. You said the service companies were independent. They were operational vehicles. You and Bianca owned them. Indirectly. You planned to keep the revenue while leaving me responsible for the loan and false transfer. The structure protected the project. It protected you. Humarap siya kay Bianca. You knew the member money was staying outside Aurelia Aviation. Sumagot siya. I knew I had a branding share. You knew Sandra's company would face the customer complaints. Damien said she would be forced to stabilize the program. And me, you were supposed to complete the transfer. What if the bank investigated you signed as executive representative? So my name carried the loan. You wanted control. And you wanted the plane? Lumapit si Bianca sa kaniya. Do not pretend you were innocent. You told me Sandra would never let the company collapse. You said once the ceremony happened, she would sign to protect the employees. I did not know the hours were oversold. But you knew the plane was not yours. I believed I could negotiate the transfer. You did not negotiate. You staged it. Sa harap ng buong audit team. Pareho nilang inamin ang mahalagang katotohanan. Alam ni Rafael na wala siyang pagmamay-ari. At alam ni Bianca na ang seremonya ay paraan upang pilitin si Sandra matapos lumikha ng public pressure. Sa emergency board meeting ng Roxas Elite Journeys, ipinakita ni Beatrice ang 1.26 billion peso membership collections, duplicate schedules, forged transfer, inflated tour contract, false collateral filing at hidden ownership ng service companies. Kinilala ng independent directors na may tunay na halaga ang branding at resort development work ni Rafael. Ngunit hindi nito binura ang kaniyang direktang utos sa transfer file. Passenger list at ceremony, tinanong siya ng board chair. Did you know Aurelia 1 belonged to De La Vega Aurelia Aviation Holdings? Yes. Did you know you had no authority to sell flight hours? I was told the limited use agreement could be expanded. Was it expanded? No. Did you know Sandra had not signed the transfer? Yes. Did you still offer the aircraft as collateral? Matagal siyang natahimik bago sumagot. Yes. Because the resort needed the financing. Bumoto ang board na suspindihin si Rafael bilang CEO at alisin ang kaniyang authority sa banking, contracts, investor statements, at aviation partnerships. Hindi pa iyon final termination. Ngunit wala na siyang kapangyarihang kumatawan sa kumpanya habang nagpapatuloy ang forensic review. Si Damian ay permanenteng inalis bilang CFO pending legal action. Si Bianca ay sinuspinde bilang image director at nawalan ng lahat ng brand, membership at aircraft access. Si Marco ay tinanggal sa Sky Club operations. Ang pamilya Roxas ay nanatiling shareholders. Ngunit hindi na nila maaaring gamitin ang pangalan ng kumpanya upang magbigay ng utos sa aircraft owner. Pagkatapos ng board decision, hinanap ni Rafael si Sandra sa hangar. Nakatayo siya sa tabi ng Aurelia 1 habang kinukumpirma ni Captain Mateo ang sealed maintenance log. You got what you wanted, sabi niya. Hindi siya lumingon agad. What do you think I wanted? To prove the plane was yours and remove me. The registration already proved ownership. Your conduct removed you. Damien deceived me. Yes. Bianca used the structure for herself. Yes. Then help me show the board I was manipulated. The evidence already shows that. Tell them I should remain CEO. No. Lumapit siya. You know the resort will fail without me. The resort may be restructured under independent management. You would rather let strangers run what we built. I would rather let qualified people run it than restore authority to someone who forged the path to a loan. I did not copy the signature. You knew I had not signed? I thought you would eventually agree. You used that assumption as permission. Humina ang boses ni Rafael. I was desperate. So were the members who paid for flights they may never receive. I wanted to save thousands of jobs. Then why were you using member deposits to buy shares and fund an engagement ceremony? That was Damian and Isabella. You approved the budget. I did not review every line. A CEO who does not review a 360 million peso related party contract cannot use urgency as a defense. Tumingin siya sa aircraft. I spent years building the brand around this jet, and I spent years paying for its maintenance, insurance, crew, and safety. Everyone believed it was mine. Because you encouraged them to believe it. You never corrected the media. I trusted you not to sell what you were allowed to use. You made me feel like an employee in your empire. So you tried to turn me into one in mine. Sandaling natahimik ang hangar. Sa labas. Nakikita ang mga ground crew na nag-aalis ng temporary branding ni Bianca mula sa support vehicles. Ang brass plate na Madam Bianca Aurelia 1 ay inilagay sa evidence box kasama ang symbolic key at forged documents. Walang sigawan at walang public celebration. Para kay Sandra, hindi iyon eksena ng paghihiganti. Isa iyong pag-aayos ng hangganan na matagal nang sinadyang burahin ni Rafael. Help me keep at least the aviation partnership. Pakiusap niya. The company needs the image. The partnership may continue after a lawful review. Under whose control, the aircraft remains under Aurelia Aviation. And me. You have no access while the investigation continues. I was your husband. Marriage did not make you an aircraft owner. Napatungo siya. If I had asked you to sell it, would you have considered it, perhaps? If I had asked for more operating hours, perhaps? Then why did all of this happen? Because asking would have required you to accept that the answer might be no. Bago siya umalis, humarap sa kaniya si Sandra. You keep saying you lost Aurelia 1 when I opened its door in front of everyone. Tumingin siya sa asawa. But you did not lose the aircraft that day. You lost the right to use it the moment you decided your wife's property was a gift you could hand to your mistress. Sa pagtatapos ng araw, nanatiling nakaground ang Aurelia 1 para sa complete document inspection. Walang loan ang na-release. Walang invalid passenger ang nakasakay at walang membership flight ang itinuloy sa ilalim ng false schedule. Ngunit ang medical transport at approved corporate missions ay hindi kinansela. Ang mga pilots, mechanics, ground staff at ordinaryong empleyado ay nagpatuloy sa trabaho. Iniutos ni Sandra na walang taong tatanggalin dahil lamang nagsara ang Crown Horizon program. The executives created the fraud. Sabi niya, the employee should not be the first to pay for it. Inilagay ni Anya ang original manifest, forged transfer at duplicate booking calendar sa secure archive. Tinanong niya kung dapat bang itapon ang symbolic key matapos ang investigation. Umiling si Sandra. Preserve it. Even though it never opened the plane, especially because it never opened the plane. It will remind everyone that a public promise can look powerful and still have no authority at all. Ang eroplanong hindi ginawang sandata. 12 buwan matapos ang seremonya sa San Isidro Executive Airfield. Natapos ang unang buong forensic review sa Crown Horizon Sky Club. Roxas Elite Journeys, Isabella Lux Experiences at lahat ng kumpanyang konektado sa pagbebenta ng flight hours ng Aurelia 1. Sa loob ng 1 taon. Hindi lamang mga dokumento ang kailangang ayusin ni Sandra. Kailangan niyang harapin ang 54 na miyembrong binentahan ng mga pangakong hindi kayang tuparin. Mga empleyadong natatakot mawalan ng trabaho. Mga supplier na hindi nabayaran at mga investor na nalinlang tungkol sa tunay na pagmamay-ari ng eroplano. Marami ang nagmungkahi na ibenta na lamang ang Aurelia 1 upang mabayaran agad ang lahat. Ngunit tumanggi siya. The aircraft did not create the fraud. Sabi niya. People who sold rights they did not own, created it. We will repair the obligations without sacrificing the asset simply to hide their decisions. Unang inayos ang mga membership account sa 26 billion peso na nakolekta ng Crown Horizon. Natukoy kung aling halaga ang nanatili sa protected accounts, alin ang napunta sa event at service companies, at alin ang ginamit sa resort project. Ang mga miyembrong hindi pa nakagamit ng anumang flight privilege ay inalok ng full refund kasama ang verified banking fees. Ang mga nakagamit na ng ilang oras ay binigyan ng malinaw na reconciliation at pagpipilian refund ng natitirang balance. Lawful charter, alternative, o bagong membership na nakabatay sa totoong aircraft capacity. Walang customer ang pinilit tanggapin ng bagong terms. Ang lahat ay kailangang pumirma matapos makita ang aktual na availability. Maintenance calendar et restriction. Ang 4 na founder members na sabay-sabay na pinangakuan ng New Year priority ang pinakamahirap ayusin. Bawat isa ay nagbayad ng napakalaking halaga at naniwalang eksklusibo sa kanila ang Aurelia 1. Sa halip na pagpiliin sila kung sino ang mas mahalaga, personal silang kinausap ni Sandra. The company sold the same certainty 4 times. Sabi niya, "You did not create that conflict. We did." 2 ang pumili ng full refund. 1 ang tumanggap ng charter alternative. At ang ika-4 ay pumayag sa bagong petsa matapos makita ang tunay na calendar. Walang honorary owner title, walang cabin plaque, at walang pangakong laging uunahin ng sinuman. Priority can exist. Paliwanag ni Sandra. But it cannot erase the safety, maintenance and rights of other passengers. Muling itinayo ang buong flight approval system. Ang bawat request ay kailangang dumaan sa identity verification, travel purpose review at capacity confirmation. Ang passenger list ay nakalak 24 na oras bago ang departure. Maliban sa medical emergencies, walang CEO. Influencer o kamag-anak ng shareholder ang maaaring magdagdag ng pasahero sa pamamagitan ng tawag lamang. Ang bawat pagbabago ay nangangailangan ng digital approval mula sa flight operations at security. Ang aircraft owner credential ay hindi na maaaring i-deactivate ng local terminal manager. Ang symbolic titles, gaya ng owner representative, future principal o brand owner ay tinanggal sa lahat ng system. Tanging mga titulong may legal at operational basis ang pinayagan. Si Anya Flores ay naging Deputy Director for Flight Integrity and Passenger Control. Hindi na lamang siya ang batang empleyadong tahimik na nag-preserve ng 3 magkaibang manifest. May kapangyarihan na siyang mag-freeze ng passenger list. Humiling ng independent review at direktang mag-report sa Aviation Holding Board kapag may executive na gustong lampasan ang proseso. Sa kaniyang promotion ceremony, iniabot ni Sandra ang framed copy ng original 12-passenger manifest. "Keep this in the training room?" Sabi niya. "Not because the list is perfect, but because you refuse to replace it with a lie." Tiningnan ni Anya ang bagong badge. "Madam Chairwoman, what if one day you ask me to add someone after the deadline? Ask why. And if the reason is not allowed, refuse me. Even though you own the aircraft, ownership does not cancel safety. What if you become angry? Then document that too." Napangiti si Captain Mateo. "That is the first useful owner instruction I have heard in years." Sumagot si Sandra. "A system that works only when the owner is reasonable is not a system. It is a favor." Nanatili si Captain Mateo Reyes bilang Chief Pilot at Director of Flight Operations. Pinalawak ang kaniyang authority upang walang tourism executive ang makapagpalit ng crew, magbukas ng commercial route o magbago ng maintenance schedule nang walang kaniyang approval. Itinatag niya ang Aurelia Flight Responsibility Program, kung saan sinasanay ang pilots, ground staff, guides at customer service employees tungkol sa passenger security, aircraft ownership, commercial use restrictions, at pressure mula sa senior executives. Ang unang case study ay ang San Isidro ceremony. Hindi ipinakita iyon bilang kwento ng isang asawang nahuli sa pagtataksil. Ginamit iyon upang ipakita kung paano maaaring maging mapanganib ang isang ceremonial key. Maling title at utos mula sa CEO kapag tumigil ang mga empleyado sa pagtanong kung sino talaga ang may authority. Ang Aurelia 1 ay hindi ginawang personal na laruan ni Sandra matapos mabawi ang kontrol. Ipinagpatuloy nito ang approved corporate missions. Investor travel at limited luxury charter sa ilalim ng malinaw na contracts. Ngunit naglaan din siya ng ilang flight hours bawat taon para sa emergency medical transport, disaster response assessment at humanitarian logistics. Sa unang malaking misyon, nagdala ang aircraft ng medical team at critical supplies sa isang isla matapos ang malakas na bagyo. Nang sabihin ng isang reporter na kakaiba para sa isang luxury jet ang ganitong paggamit, sumagot si Sandra, "An aircraft does not lose dignity when it carries medicine instead of champagne." Ang Crown Horizon Aviation Services ay tuluyang isinara matapos patunayang wala itong sariling fuel operation, maintenance capability o crew. Ang mga false invoices at duplicated charges ay ipinasa sa tax at financial investigators. Ang mga payment na nakaugnay kina Marco, Bianca at Damian ay inilagay sa recovery proceedings. Si Marco Roxas ay permanenteng tinanggal sa membership at aviation programs. Hindi siya pinagbawalang maging shareholder sa lawful portion na pag-aari niya. Ngunit wala na siyang management authority. Sa final hearing, sinabi niyang hindi raw niya sinadyang hindi matupad ang forto. 600 hours. We expected to add more aircraft. Paliwanag niya. Tinanong siya ng independent director. How many aircraft contracts had been signed when you sold the Rs? None. Then you sold a future fleet that existed only in your sales presentation. Ang Isabela Lux Experiences ay pinagbawalang lumahok sa De La Vega at Aurelia contracts sa loob ng 5 taon. Na-recover ang malaking bahagi ng inflated event budget. Ngunit tiniyak ni Sandra na mabayaran ang ordinaryong resort workers, musicians, drivers at suppliers na tunay na nagbigay ng serbisyo. Hindi niya pinahintulutang gamitin ang fraud investigation bilang dahilan upang hindi bayaran ang mga inosenteng tao. Nang magreklamo si Isabela na nawala ang pinakamalaking client niya, sinabi ni Sandra, "You did not lose the contract because the dinner was unattractive. You lost it because you hid share purchase money inside an event invoice." Si Damian Flores ay permanenteng natanggal bilang CFO. Ang kaniyang secret shares, advisory fees at 2 financial scenarios ay naging sentro ng legal proceedings. Hindi niya nakuha ang 35 million peso structure fee at na-freeze ang disputed assets na konektado sa Crown Horizon companies. Sa board hearing, muli niyang iginiit na si Rafael ang pumirma sa executive instructions. Sumagot ang chair. His signature proves his responsibility. Your design proves yours. Si Attorney Ramon Cortez naman ay nawalan ng karapatang kumatawan sa Roxas Elite at hinarap ang professional disciplinary investigation dahil sa copied signature, false board resolution at misleading collateral filing. Si Hector Castillo ay hindi na nakabalik bilang VIP terminal manager. Ang kaniyang pag-disable sa tunay na credential ni Sandra, pagbabago sa manifest at pagtanggap ng indirect payments ay itinuring na serious breach of aviation security. Sa kaniyang final interview, sinabi niyang naniwala siyang magiging owner si Bianca pagkatapos ng ceremony. Sumagot si Captain Mateo, "You do not open an aircraft for the owner someone hopes to become. You open it for the person the registry and operator recognize today." Nawala kay Bianca ang lahat ng aircraft, membership at executive access. Ang kaniyang gold owner card ay nanatiling invalid. Ang brass cabin plate ay inilagay sa evidence archive. At ang symbolic key ay hindi ibinalik sa kaniya. Kinansela ang kaniyang image director contract at na-freeze ang commissions na konektado sa oversold memberships. Sa mga unang buwan, sinubukan niyang ilarawan si Sandra bilang selosang asawa na sinira ang isang romantic gift. Ngunit nang mailabas ang redacted audit report, nakita ng publiko na ang regalo ay bahagi ng loan presentation. False ownership claim at attempt na gumamit ng ceremony photos bilang proof of possession. Sa isang interview, tinanong si Bianca kung alam ba niyang hindi pag-aari ni Rafael ang eroplano nang tanggapin niya ang susi. He told me the transfer was nearly complete. Sagot niya. Was it complete? No. Did you hold any share in the aircraft company? No. Did you still order the crew to treat you as owner? I believed Rafael had authority. Did you receive service fees from the company collecting membership money? Matagal siyang natahimik. Those were branding fees. Were they disclosed to Sandra? Hindi na niya nasagot ang tanong. Ang pinakamabigat na desisyon ay tungkol kay Rafael. Sa final board investigation, kinilala ang tunay niyang contribution sa Roxas Elite Journeys. Siya ang nagpalawak ng luxury tour network. Nagdala ng resort partners at nagpalakas ng brand. Ngunit kinilala rin na alam niyang hindi sa kaniya ang Aurelia 1. Alam niyang hindi pumirma si Sandra sa transfer. At alam niyang walang approval ang pagbebenta ng flight hours. Gayunpaman, pinahintulutan niyang gamitin ang aircraft bilang collateral at nag-organisa ng public possession ceremony upang pilitin ang asawa. Permanenteng tinanggal si Rafael bilang CEO. Napanatili niya ang lawful personal shares at compensation na hindi konektado sa wrongdoing. Ngunit wala na siyang authority sa banking, investor statements, memberships o aviation partnerships. Ang Roxas Elite Journeys ay inilagay sa ilalim ng independent management. Hindi ito nilusaw dahil libu-libong empleyado ang umaasa rito. Ang mga profitable tours ay pinanatili. Ang losing resort project ay ni-restructure. At ang expansion plan ay pinabagal. Sa halip na gamitin ang Aurelia 1 bilang collateral, nagbenta ang company ng non-core properties at pumasok sa transparent financing na hindi gumagamit ng asset ng ibang legal entity. Ang divorce hearing ni Sandra at Rafael ay ginanap ng pribado. Walang cameras, ceremonial key o investors. Sa conference room ng De La Vega Aurelia Aviation Holdings, nasa mesa ang separation agreement at final allocation ng personal assets. Tumingin si Rafael sa bintana kung saan tanaw ang Aurelia 1 sa hangar. You kept the aircraft, sabi niya. It was never part of our marital settlement. Sagot ni Sandra. I know that now. You knew it before. I understood the documents. I did not accept what they meant. Umupo siya sa tapat ng asawa. I convinced myself that because the aircraft supported my company, it belonged to the world I built. You were allowed to use it. And every successful trip made me feel more entitled. Permission became possession in your mind. Yes. Napayuko siya. Bianca fed that belief. She did. Damien exploited it. He did. But you still blame me. Because they could exploit only what you were willing to believe. Tinanong ni Rafael kung may paraan pa bang mailigtas ang kanilang kasal. I cooperated with the investigation. Sabi niya. I admitted what I knew. That was necessary. I lost the company. You lost the position. You lost to Bianca too. She was not the measure of our marriage. Then what was? Whether I could trust you with a boundary you did not like? And I failed. Repeatedly. Tahimik niyang pinirmahan ang divorce agreement. Bago isara ang folder. Tinanong niya, do you hate me? No. Would it be easier if you did? Perhaps for you? Because then you could call this revenge? Exactly. Tumingin siya sa aircraft sa labas. This is not revenge. Rafael, revenge would have been closing every tour, dismissing every employee, and using my voting control to erase your name? I did not do that. You saved the company. I saved the people who did not create the fraud. Am I banned from Aurelia? Juan tanong niya. You have no special access. That was not my question. If you have a legitimate approved purpose, complete the passenger process and pay the lawful rate. Your request can be reviewed like anyone else's. And Bianca the same. You would let her board after she called herself owner? As an approved passenger, not as an owner. Why? Because the aircraft is not a weapon for settling my private pain. Isang taon matapos ang San Isidro scandal, muling inilunsad ang Aurelia Travel Program sa mas maliit at malinaw na anyo. Wala nang lifetime unlimited packages at walang guaranteed schedule na lampas sa aktual na capacity. Sa presentation screen, malinaw na nakalagay ang ownership ng De La Vega Aurelia Aviation Holdings, ang limitadong role ng Roxas Elite Journeys at ang authority ng Flight Operations Team. Hindi si Sandra ang nasa gitna ng promotional video. Ang ipinakita ay pilots, mechanics, gid, coordinators at ground personnel na nagpapanatiling ligtas ang bawat flight. Sa unang official flight ng bagong system, personal na sinuri niya ang manifest. 12 pangalan lamang ang naroon. Lahat verified. Tinap ni Sandra ang kanyang principal credential. Ngunit hindi agad bumukas ang aircraft door. Lumitaw ang maintenance confirmation request. Hinintay niya si Captain Mateo na magbigay ng final approval. Nang maging berde ang indicator, sinabi ni Anya, passenger list verified. Maintenance cleared. Principal authorization complete? Sumagot si Sandra. Then release the aircraft. Sa press briefing, tinanong siya ng isang reporter tungkol sa symbolic key na ibinigay ni Rafael kay Bianca. Where is it now? In the evidence archive. Does it open anything, no? Will you ever return it? It belongs to the record of what happened, not to the aircraft. Have you banned your former husband and Bianca from flying on Aurelia? Juan tanong ng reporter. They have no special privilege. If they have a legitimate purpose, pass the required checks and follow the same rules as every passenger, their request may be considered, even after they tried to take it from you. The safety and use of an aircraft should not depend on whether its owner is angry. Then what proves who the true owner is? Tanong ng reporter. Tumingin si Sandra sa crew, mechanics, at verified manifest sa kamay ni Anya. Not the person holding a gold key in front of a camera? Sagot niya. The true owner is the person who remains responsible for the aircraft, the crew, and every life on board after the applause ends. Sa araw na inutusan siyang magbuhat ng maleta, naniwala sina Rafael at Bianca na ang isang tour guide ay walang karapatang magtanong tungkol sa pagmamay-ari. Sa araw ng ceremony, naniwala silang sapat ang pulang carpet, gold card at public announcement upang gawing totoo ang isang transfer na walang pirma. Ngunit nang dumating ang oras upang buksan ang pinto ng Aurelia 1, walang nakilalang aircraft system sa kanilang mga titulo. Ang eroplano ay nanatili kay Sandra hindi lamang dahil ang pangalan niya ang nasa registration. Nanatili ito sa kaniya dahil nang magkaroon siya ng kapangyarihang gamitin iyon upang ipahiya, parusahan at paghigantihan ang lahat. Pinili niyang gamitin ito upang tuparin ang mga lawful obligations. Protektahan ang mga empleyado at tiyaking walang pasaherong muling sasakay batay sa isang pangakong ibinenta ng walang karapatan.